Hi, it's Jason from drpremed.com. I want to talk to you about your medical school personal statement. I've been getting a lot of questions and inquiries about this, and one student in particular asked, Jason, I already have my personal statement read over for grammar and spelling. Is that all you do? I said, absolutely not. That would be a disservice to me and to you, more importantly, if all I did was check your personal statement for spelling and grammar. That's what you have your Microsoft Word document, and anybody can do that. I take things fully to the next level and give your personal statement a full workup. I have experience and knowledge from being a medical student myself, observing what admissions committees look for, and also what physicians look for when it comes to writing your personal statement to get into medical school. What you need to do and realize is that all things being equal between two equally qualified applicants, i.e., students who have the same MCAT score and the same GPA, your personal statement is going to be the deciding factor on who gets in and who doesn't. Unfortunately, a lot of students go about the personal statement the wrong way. They don't grab the reader's attention immediately, and you have to realize that a reader reads over hundreds to even thousands of statements each year. And so you might think you have a wonderful topic, how you worked with Dr. So and so, and you want to be just like Dr. So and so, or was your first time conducting some research, or you just fell in love with the sciences and math, and that's totally what you want to see yourself doing. That's fine and dandy, but as admissions officers, we see that all the time, and it doesn't move us. There's two things that you absolutely need to do in your personal statement for medical school. You must answer these questions. Why medicine? And so, why do you want to go into medicine? What's your draw? What's your attraction to medicine? And why you? What makes you unique? What makes you qualified? What are you going to bring to the field of medicine? These things absolutely must be in your medical school personal statement. And do you know what the biggest gripe that AdComs have about the personal statements that they read? They state that they're not personable enough. What that means is that there's no surprises in there, there's no connection with the reader, and they don't know anything about you. You have to remember the goal of the personal statement is to get you to an interview. And so you need to write in a manner that someone says, oh, wow, I really like so and so. I think I'm going to go back to the committee and say, we need to really give this person an interview based on what they wrote in their personal statement. If you're not doing that, then you're losing the battle, and it's very highly that you're not going to get into medical school if you're not doing these things. Now, when I take a look at your personal statement, yes, I'm going to look over it for spelling. Yes, I'm going to look over it for grammar, but there's a lot more that I put into your personal statement. I go through it line by line, and first thing I do, I get an overall sense. What impression, impact does this person leave on me with their personal statement? Usually it's nothing, or it's things I've already seen before from the countless other personal statements. And so I have to tell the applicant we have to rework things because this is not going to get the job done. And I tell students would rather hear this from me before you submit your personal statement, because once you submit it, it's permanent. You can't change it, and it goes out to each and every medical school you apply to. And so you don't want to kill yourself and shoot yourself in the foot by having a bad personal statement that every single medical school is going to get when you apply. So that's one thing that I want to make sure that you're aware of, because it's very important. But then I get to work, I think about, okay, what's a good opening that we can have in your personal statement that grabs the reader's attention right away. And then from each paragraph, we have to have strong transitions from one line to the next, so that when somebody reads it, there's a good ebb and flow to everything that's taking place. And then we have to focus on particular topics and content. I know there's certain things that you want to write about, and that's great. I help you maximize what you're writing about so it really draws in the reader and makes a connection. And then sometimes there's some iffy topics that you're not sure about. I help you with that. And my biggest biggest thing that I like to tell students is I like to spin everything in a positive light. We turn negatives into positives. We tell adcoms what you learned, what you gained from this experience. That way, when you're applying, they say, okay, wow, this is a very mature applicant. They experienced this, but this is what they've overcome, and they're going to tell me how this is what they're going to do and grow and mature as a physician because of the experience that they had in the past. Adcoms love to hear about what you learned from a negative or a setback that you had in life. And so I'm going to help you do that. I'm going to help you close your personal statement very strong so you sell yourself, you show that you're ready for this, and that the next step is to invite you to a medical school interview. We're not going to be cocky, we're not going to be arrogant about it, but we're going to be confident in our writing, and the overall purpose is to get you to that next step. And it all begins with having a solid personal statement for medical school. So if you need help, if you have more questions, then certainly reach out to me. It's Jason at drpremed.com. Visit the website. I look forward to hearing from you and helping you take the next step so you can write your way to medical school, and it all begins with an excellent personal statement. Thanks.